Hey Rick, Dan Brown with Simply Local Search and Social here. Great meeting with you today. Wanted to provide a video here that shows you how you can improve the way that you are ranking online so that you can get more business from it, something that we specialize in. This is your website. You've got a number of good features about your site. Phone number here is nice and big, easy for people to see. You cover the counties that you cover here, which is good. Talk about your experience. Button for people to click to hire you. You've got a form here that they can fill out if they want to get an estimate. You've got a couple of pictures before and after. Real important to have that. It allows people to see the quality of the work that you do. Up in this menu section, you've got an About You page, commercial or residential, drain jetting, and a contact page, which is good that you've got those things. Real important that you have a great site. When you do a search for you here, this is what comes up. Your Facebook page comes up, which is excellent. Your Yelp listing comes up, which is excellent. Your Google My Business page listing comes up here. You've got one review, 5-star review. That's great. Your hours are in. You've claimed your listing. That's excellent. One of the challenges is even for your own name, your website doesn't show up until you get to page 3, which isn't great because people who even know your name and are looking for you are going to have a more difficult time finding you, as people typically won't search all the way to page 3. So important to be showing up well, especially for your own name, but especially in the search results. So here is a search for pressure washing, Brooksville, Florida, where your business is located, and you are showing up in the maps. The way the search works, I'm sure you're aware, typically up above here would be people who are paying Google to show up. We call it AdWords. And then below that is this map section. 3 listings only in here, and you're in there, which is fantastic. And then all the rest of the listings coming from websites and different things, Home Advisor, Angie's List, Better Business Bureau, Yelp, etc. Google says that about 90% of action clicks happen within these top 6 or 7 spots. And so if you're not there, you're missing out on a significant number of the business that can come from people searching. Why is that important? Here is a tool that Google makes available. It allows us to look and see how many people Google says are searching for particular keywords. Here it's pressure washing, and this is in Spring Hill. If we look here, Brooksville, where you're located, is a population of about 7,000 people. Over here, Spring Hill is a population of about 120,000 people. Really where you want to be showing up for your searches, and at this time you're not showing up in the maps, and you're not showing up here in the organic listings for a variety of reasons that I'll go about in a minute. Here's why it's important. This tool tells us how many people are searching in those areas for what you do. Last month, 1,120 searches were done for the keyword pressure washing in Spring Hill, Florida. 1220 before. You see these go back each month, how they change. So you're really missing out on at least 90% or more of these searches that are being done. People aren't finding you, and that's huge because that's business that you could be getting, and you're not. So let me tell you some things that you can do to your website that would make it better. First thing you can do is your phone number is not click to call. Your site is mobile friendly. In other words, when people pull it up on a phone, it does size correctly for their phone. But it's important to make things convenient for people. There's a feature that we call click to call. In the industry, it's called click to call. If they just tap on this, it comes up on their phone and asks them if they want to dial that number. Makes it very simple rather than them having to try and write down your number and find some place to write it down and call. So that's the first thing I would suggest, is that you convert that to a click to call number. The second thing I would suggest is that you add more content. Google uses content as one of the ways of determining how well sites rank. And you just don't have a lot of content here on your homepage that talks about what you do, why people would want to use you, how important it is to have pressure washing done. And Google looks for what we call authoritative, relevant, keyword-rich content. In other words, you want all the various descriptions of pressure washer, pressure washing, pressure washer, pressure cleaning, power washing, power cleaning. You want all those keywords interwoven in very natural language with all the areas that you serve. While you've done a good job putting the counties here, unfortunately people typically don't search by county. They more search by the city that they're located in. It also would be excellent if you had more pictures. The old adage, a picture is worth 1,000 words, is definitely true. And I would have pictures of the various kinds of work that you do. Commercial, residential, houses, apartments, swimming pool enclosures, pool decks, driveways, all the different kinds of things. If people can see the quality of work you do and exactly what they're looking to get done, it really helps them. But let me show you a quick site that will give you an example of a site that we work with that has what I'm talking about on it. That would be helpful for you to incorporate some of these same ideas. So this is a carpet cleaning site, a little bit different industry but related. There's pages for all the different kinds of services, and on those pages are clear descriptions of what they are. And if you scroll down here, you'll see how much content is on here in all these different areas. And this content is, as I've described, it's interwoven with the areas that they want to rank for, that they serve, and with different kinds of descriptions. Carpet ruin, pet stains, pet odors, upholstery cleaning service. You see all those different things. It also covers Brooksville carpet cleaning, Brooksville carpet cleaning services. You see the kinds of things that I'm talking about. So important to have that content on your site as well. The phone number is a click to call. If I tap that number, it tells me, do I want to open this in FaceTime? I'm on my computer, not on my phone, so it can't dial it from my computer, but you can tell that it's a click to call number. So content, very important. Click to call, very important. A great call to action, you see here, big and bold, free estimate, what they want done, those kinds of things. Real important to have as part of this. So back to your site. Those are things that I would highly recommend you add to your site to get you ranking better and to get you more of these people who are searching. It would not be unreasonable for you to think that if you were ranking in the top 3 in the maps and you were ranking organically here in the top 3 or 4, as we have done with a number of people that we work with, you could be getting 8 to 10% of this search number turned into phone calls or quote requests. So 80 to 90 calls, quote requests per month to you, and whatever your average job price is, multiply that out by your close rate, and you can see how important it is for you to be able to be ranking well and what it's worth it. So pressure washing Spring Hill, you want to get there. Here's some of the ways that you get there. Your Google My Business page is what gets you showing up in the maps as we described. On your website, you'll notice that in your footer you don't have an address or a phone number. Google really looks for something called NAP, name, address, and phone number, and you want it to appear exactly the same everywhere that it appears on the web. So down here you would want your exact name, address, and phone number appear. That's one of the ways that Google tells where you are located. It's one of the things that helps you to show up in the map listings. It's one of the reasons that you're showing up here. The second thing that's involved is something called citations. These are different places on the web where you do show up. You see here Facebook, Yelp, excellent. Angie's List, excellent. Better Business Bureau, Chamber of Commerce if you're in it, Home Advisor, Thumbtack, Porch, Mantech, Brown Book. There's literally hundreds of these listings and directories. Many of them are free, but Google considers if you are on more of those directories, they think more people want to find your site, and they will push you up in the rankings. So very important for you to be showing up better. A couple things that I would do right away. One, add more pictures. I would add more content, and I would add more of what we call these citations listings that get you to show up better in the map section here, and get you to show up better in the places that you want to be found. Be happy to sit down and talk with you and go over more of these in specific detail, how we could help you get found better in those areas. But those are the three things that I would do right away. More content, more pictures, name, address, and phone number exactly as it appears in the footer, click to call phone number, and more citations. You'll be surprised how quickly it will pop you up, and how you'll be able to start getting more of these searches turned into clicks and calls for your site, which is ultimately what you want to see. All right, give me a call. Let me know if we can help you, and great meeting with you. Thanks, Rick.